With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The cameras are out for this one, partner. Home openers are unique and always bring a special type of energy to the ballpark.
Boog, today is a celebration. It is the beginning of a new year, and there's no other game like this one on the schedule. It's the first time playing inside your home stadium with your brand new teammates, and you know the fans are going to bring the energy. The excitement is already building in here.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the mound today, Sandy Alcantara. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
Ready to go now? Now up for Tampa Bay, Ha-Sung Kim. The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double to start the game.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kim at second with nobody out.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
Full count.
In the air, right side. Sanchez gets under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those 2-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. But when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it. You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Plays the plate, and they cut him down.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Next pitch in for a strike. 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That's a ball low.
Squirts away a little bit. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the dirt,
full
blocked.
Count.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Tampa, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Miami, and starting on the mound for the Rays, Shane Baz. What's the word on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's got it, and there's one away. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Still early in the season, but so far it has been a struggle for this team, ranking towards the bottom in both on base and runs. They do have some power.
Yeah, and you expect a club like this to gel and to put things together. When you break camp of spring training, sometimes you're a little too anxious. You're trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen, and I think that's going to happen eventually for this team.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and a superb diving catch.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Two outs, base is empty. So here's Wade now.
Two.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Norby now at the plate. Man at second. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. So up next, Jesus Sanchez. And a pitch. Smoked on the ground to second. Fires over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now the third baseman, Junior Caminero. That one fouled off, 2-2. Line drive. Oh, he gloves it.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So digging in, Akil Baddoo. One out, base is empty. Got him swinging. Now 2 away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Braden Taylor next to hit for the Rays. Sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Marlins 1, the Rays nothing. And we're back, bottom of the second. And now, Willie Castro. Lifted in the air, right center field. Anthony ranging into the alley. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Boz. He gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Hit in the air out to center field. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
2 down, bases empty. And now for the Marlins, Graham Pauley. That's a little bit low. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the path.
Got him on the off-balance throw. And that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. And that one hammered. That's going back. Back some more. Forget it. And that should quiet this home crowd. His first homer of the year. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jake Rogers getting ready to hit. Strike 2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
So the Rays batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. The throw to first, and there are 2 outs. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. On the ground to the left. Throws across the diamond, and that is that. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. All even now at 1-1. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. Ball to strike. The pitch. Out to center. Anthony moving under this one. Makes the catch. 1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Here's a 1-1. Center field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Garrett Mitchell. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra base.
Kim with the throw to first. That's the inning. Miami down in order. Still tied 1-1. Start of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Luis Arias. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Luis Rengifo next to hit for the Rays.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Zips it to first, and a couple of quick outs. And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Now a check swing, but he held up.
2-1.
Right side. Tosses to first. Rays retired in order. Nothing across here this half. And midway in the 4th, all tied 1-1. Back here in Miami, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Lamont Wade Jr. That one's in there. Full count now.
Full count.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. 2 down. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. 2 outs, base is empty. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Kim. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. And the Marlins down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Goes down looking.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Digging in, Braden Taylor. And that's way high. And that's ball 2. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's in there. It's 2-2.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Roman Anthony next to hit for the Rays. That one the other way, and there's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next to hit, Jake Rogers. Anthony, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ha-Sung Kim. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. High fly ball, shallow right field. Sanchez gets under it. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Willie Castro. On the ground, right side, Rengifo tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Jose Trevino.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Hit weakly on the ground, Caminero. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs. Here's the third baseman, Graham Pauley. The Fish trailing by a run, last half of inning number 5. And there's a base hit to left. And now Dane Myers. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Hit on the ground to short. They take the force out, and that is that. So one hit is all they get. We're through 5. It's the Rays 2 and the Marlins 1. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. And that drops in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Luis Ariz stands in. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. This one popped up. Castro pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Luis Rengifo.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rays 2 and the Marlins 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. The 1-2. Outside. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field, and there's one away. Garrett Mitchell will hit next. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
High fly ball out to center field. Anthony makes the grab for the second out.
Now back, first baseman.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one misses, and that's ball 2. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Connor Norby digs in now. Two outs.
That missed. That's a ball.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
The 2-1. There's a swing and a drive. And it's gone. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, and the Marlins jump out in front. It's 3-2.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Shane Baz done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Righty reliever out of the pen, Manuel Rodriguez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Front two.
Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No play. That's an infield single.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
This is Willie Castro. Right through there for a strike. Sanchez off of first with 2 away. In the air, right field. Baddoo tracks it down for the out. 2-run shot for Miami this inning. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Ronnie Enriquez taking over on the mound. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Fouled off. He was late. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's even up.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Squeezes it, and there's one down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Akil Baddoo. Enriquez winds and deals. Up and in, and a count 2-1.
2-1.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And now here is Braden Taylor. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
With the tying run on at first, as the Rays try and punch back down a run. Got him swinging. Roman Anthony next to hit for the Rays. Runner takes off. Pitches low. And safe.
2 balls, 1 strike.
It's a stolen base. So the tying run at second. There's a strike. Called out on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kenley Jansen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The catcher, Jose Trevino.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Movement in the bullpen.
1-2
Garrett
the count.
Clevenger warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Kelly also throwing. That one ripped. That's back. And that one is off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Pauly now at the plate. Outside low, 2-1.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Man at second. Ripped to first, caught. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. Jansen fires. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That one misses. Ball 2. Struck him out of the foul tip. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Marlins 3, the Rays 2. Calvin Fauché on to pitch here. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And that's outside. 2-1. And fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Now, Ha-Sung Kim bunting for a hit. It's safe at first, the bunt single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking, able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
One down. Richie Palacios, the next to hit. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
So the tying run at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. Back even. It's 3-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Go ahead, run on base. Rengifo will hit next. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Garrett Clevenger. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Now it's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Swing and a ground ball out to short. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The center fielder, Mitchell.
And up next for Miami, Garrett Mitchell.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Carlos Hernandez warming up for manager Kevin Cash. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. And that's how they take the lead. It's 4-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
Lamont Wade Jr., the next up for the Marlins. Line drive. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives, and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby. Two outs. That's hard hit in the line. And that is the third out of the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. Last chance for the Rays coming up. Andrew Nardi comes out trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2, the count.
Out towards right center field. And this one looks like trouble. And it gets by him. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Making a move at second base. Coming in as a pinch runner, Johnny DeLuca. So the tying run in scoring position now. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Akil Baddoo. And a count 1-2.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Runner around third. He'll score. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Really important at bat coming up now.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Taylor getting ready to hit, and that one fouled off. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Roman Anthony digs in now.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on. Have the force at second first. Perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
The other way. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jake Rogers next to hit for the Rays. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. Rays get an RBI double. All even now at 4 apiece. So coming into the game now on defense, Cooper Kinney. He's the new third baseman. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Four in the ninth. Right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down. Willie Castro, the next up for the Marlins. The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. And delivers outside.
Almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Jose Trevino in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Jose Trevino, the next up for the Marlins. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Carrying well. Gone. Ball game. He made him pay for that one, and the Marlins walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.